welcome to Elets BFSI Innovation Talk, a series where we speak to industry players and thought leaders about their revolutionary business ideas and innovations that are transforming the BFSI sector. Now, the Banking and Finance Post is Asia and the Middle East premier bi-monthly magazine on the banking and financial sector. It prides itself in spotting key trends in banking, financial services, and insurance. The magazine and the portal cover all aspects of the sector, from significant challenges in the growth of the BFSI sector to the new technological advances. Joining us today, we have Mr. Puneet Gupta, Executive Director and Country Head, Virsec. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Garima. Thank you for having me.
So, sir, here, we're talking about serious threats that are going on and which are going to further get compounded as we march ahead in the digital world. So, to begin with, if you could probably let us know about, Virsec and, what the organization does and, how it came about into existence. So if you could probably begin with that.
Sure. So Virsec is primarily, a cybersecurity company based out of the US, and we have a very strong presence here in India, based at Bangalore, with an innovation center, which is looking at not only product development but also working on cybersecurity research. We have over 60 plus patents, that is fueling the unique product that we are bringing to our customers globally. And a lot of work happens out of India as well. We came into existence a few years ago when our founder Satya Gupta, he thought about the challenges in the cybersecurity and how we could provide deterministic protection to our customers rather than chasing the attackers, rather than chasing the hackers. Trying to turn the table on the hackers and bring about a protection first approach for our customers that we will talk about in detail subsequently. But we launched our product a couple of years ago, and we seem to be seeing some unprecedented growth globally.
Right, sir. As you mentioned that, preventive actions should be, the priority. So looking at, the current cybersecurity landscape, what are the primary challenges do you, see in the current environment?
Well, we have seen the pandemic for the last couple of years, a little more than 2 years, I would say, that really fueled rapid digital transformation across all sectors globally. India obviously wasn't left untouched with that. Especially if I talk about the BFSI sector, more and more services are being offered digitally online. Their applications are more exposed, outside of their network now. Their attack surface area has increased multifold over the last couple of years, and that has allowed the hackers to identify weaknesses, vulnerabilities, and gaps in these applications. And more and more enterprises are becoming vulnerable. I would say almost about 78% of enterprises in India itself were attacked by ransomware, something that has been happening over the past few years. But with new variants coming up, it is becoming more and more difficult. And as I said earlier, chasing the hacker is possibly not the solution. We need to move away from defensive protection to more of deterministic protection.
Right, sir. 78% is a huge number that you've mentioned, and we see that we've seen researches and data in the market that says that that it will increase, as the transformations go expand, as as we enter the metaverse, and all the transformations that are happening. So to prevent that, sir, what would be the USP of your product offering, and how do you think it's going to probably play a key role in preventing these attacks?
Right. As I have been emphasizing on deterministic protection, Virsec brings in the protection first approach. Traditionally, most of the security solutions have been looking at detection and response. Now,
Right.
most of the organizations have been trying to reduce the time for analysis, detection, and then response. However, when we talk about runtime, most of the attacks, including ransomware or the new age sophisticated attacks that are happening, they take only a few seconds to infiltrate into your network and then create the damage. And that's where organizations really need to look at a completely different mindset on how we can prevent these attacks rather than chasing the hacker and trying to defend against those. So Virsec really brings in three values or three USPs for our customers. One is providing them precise protection against anything which is also unknown. Not only provide protection against the known, which the existing security solutions are anyways providing based on their signature and behavior based technologies. However, Virsec is going a step ahead and providing precise protection against the unknown, the 0 days, the fileless, and the memory based attacks, which are also termed as indefensible by most of the industry leaders. So that's one, and that without providing any kind of false positives, reducing the overall number of alerts that are coming in for organizations, reducing their alert fatigue. Secondly, Virsec, helps organization in continuous compliance against patching. Now, with Virsec's unique and patented technology, we are able to provide implicit patching for our customers. Customers now don't need to patch the moment a 0 day vulnerability or an attack comes in. We can continuously protect again, without patching also, and at the same time ensure that continuous compliance is there. You don't need to do any patching, no fixes, no updates whatsoever, and WhatsApp will still continue to protect against any kind of vulnerability. The last and then the most important value that we bring to our customers is the operational efficiency with the security automation that we are able to bring in. This is one of the things that customers have been struggling against, alert fatigue. Uh, with so many controls that have been built into multiple layers of control into their environment, the number of alerts are running into millions, and you need to have an army of analysts to sit down and analyze each and every alert, correlate across all the security solutions, and then figure out which alert actually transpired into an attack. However, with Virsec's automation coming into place, we are able to ensure that the alerts are automatically analyzed, and Virsec gives an alert only when you have attacked. And that's the deterministic technology that we are bringing in to ensure that the number of alerts are reduced to a handful of alerts, which are again analyzed automatically, and the protection kicks in immediately.
Right, so I think that's a very good strategy, because then it makes an impact. That's what we're looking at. So in terms of the future landscape of cybersecurity evolving in the country, how do you see that happening? And do you think that people need to be educated more about what lies in front of them?
Well, there is a significant amount of awareness that needs to be built in, especially when we talk about deterministic protection or the protection first. Significant amount of awareness has to be built in because it's a completely different mindset that needs to be adopted. Organizations are tuned to detection and response. However, what needs to be imbibed is the protection first approach. We are on a mission to create that awareness in India, not only in India but across the globe. But very importantly, organizations need to understand that if you are targeted, it is out of your control. It is someone else's choice, and especially if we talk about BFSI, financial institutions that are processing transactions in real time, they have started understanding that prevention is better than detection, and that makes deterministic protection really a suitable choice for them.
Right, sir, right. So if we ask, what are your expansion plans in the current financial year, and are there any specific offerings and plans for India per se?
Sure. So Virsec has a a global footprint today. We protect customers' applications in over 20 countries globally. India is a very strategic market for us. While on one hand we have significant operations in India, as I said earlier, we have a innovation center based at Bangalore, where we do a significant amount of security research and product development. We also take care of customers deployment as well as support from India. Also, working across the globe with the US, ensuring that we have 24 by 7 operations for our customers. And we are talking about customers who have global presence as well. We did close a Series C round of funding in June last year, and that has really propelled our investments globally as well as India as well. Uh, as a part of our growth strategy, we are embracing more and more partners in India to expand our footprint. Not only in India, but India, the SAARC region, and the Southeast Asian, Middle East regions as well. And we continuously hire more and more local strength to ensure that we are able to fulfill our customers' needs.
Right, sir. Right. I think, sir, you've, in this short conversation, gave us a, very in-depth insight into, the landscape that you're operating in, and of course that, we can look at a secure future, with Versec. So thank you so much for, speaking to us, and it was pleasure interacting with you. Thank you so much.